Boo! It's just me, don't worry. Hi guys, welcome back to another Solar Entertainment. I'm your host, Nishant KELKAR, and this kicks off Halloween, spooky season, October. This is our first episode of October, so I thought we'd do a horror movie. So why not start with the Roman Polanski classic, Rosemary's Baby. Let's get started.
Paramount Pictures presents Mia Farrow in a William Castle production, Rosemary's Baby.
So Rosemary's Baby tells the story of young Rosemary and her husband Guy, who move into a new apartment surrounded by some peculiar characters and interesting neighbors. Along the way, Rosemary deals with some abuse and manipulation, as well as some prepartum delusions along the way. So the first thing I really enjoyed about Rosemary's Baby was the score. So when it comes to horror movies, the score really acts as a guide to the audience when watching the movie, in my opinion. It really lets you know when big scary things are about to happen, when you should be sitting on the edge of your seat, and when you should be prepared for really big things to come out of the movie. And I felt the same way while watching Rosemary's Baby. It set up a really great tone for the movie. It was haunting, and the score came out at the right time. So that's one thing I really loved about this movie. So another thing I really enjoyed about Rosemary's Baby was the symbolism that is present in the movie. So I don't want to get into spoiler territory here, but I'll just say that some characters and MacGuffins within the movie really represented some really strong themes and ideas within the movie. And I really liked that. That gave a lot of insight into the movie. But in my opinion, the biggest piece of symbolism comes from the setting itself, which is New York City, which represents the disconnect people have with another, and how the city really represents that concept. And that's really represented when Rosemary seeks help from other people, but that disconnect of New York City really doesn't allow her to seek out the help that she truly deserves. So other themes present in Rosemary's Baby include themes of manipulation, abuse, and power hunger, and getting what you want. So this is particularly present in the male characters of the movie. The male characters just do whatever it takes to get what they want and push everyone else aside. And in my opinion, this is very prevalent in society, where men will do whatever it takes to get what they feel like they deserve, and particularly push aside women and other people to get their desires. And this is a very negative and bad thing, but this movie paints it in a negative way. So that's a very good thing about this movie, that it brings this idea to light. So my only real con with this movie, which is kind of a sizable con, is the fact that the first two acts of the movie are a real slow burn. The movie itself is quite the slow burn, but the first two acts in particular, you kind of really don't know where the movie is going. And then once you get to the third act, and once you get to the climax and the resolution, everything in the first two acts makes a little more sense. But as a first-time watcher, it's a real slow ride throughout the movie. But it does get to a very fulfilling conclusion. And speaking of the conclusion, I just wanted to let you know that the ending is a little jarring, yet thought-provoking. So once you guys see the movie, you guys can make your own opinion on that, and let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. So now I'm introducing to you guys my Solar Entertainment film consultant, JONAVON. So, you might remember him from the last review, The Devil All the Time, where he was part of the Netflix party, which I did. Though I didn't do a Netflix party this time, JONAVON still watched the movie and had some insight that he wanted to provide to you guys as well. So, without any further ado, here he is.
If y'all decide to watch Rosemary's Baby, just know that this movie is mind-boggling to say the least, and I highly recommend that you watch this during the daytime. Please don't watch it at night, unless horror is your thing. And I believe that you'll enjoy the movie because I know I did. Just pay attention to the plot, the twists and the turns, and it'll make for a rewarding experience.
So, Rosemary's Baby overall had a great score, great symbolism, great themes. Though it did drag out in some parts of the movie, I still had a great time watching it. Overall, I enjoyed it and I'm gonna give it an 8 out of 10. Definitely watch this on Hulu with the Showtime add-on. So, that wraps it up for this first spooky edition of Solar Entertainment. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Also, sound off in the comment section below. Have you seen this movie and will you be watching it? What are some other your favorite horror movies you like to watch during October time? So, that'll be all for this Solar Entertainment. I'm Nishant, your host, signing off.